going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And we're starting this video off by stopping by 1320 because they have, I guess I can find out what brand it is and order online, but they have this good high quality 5D carbon, and it still has a protective layer on top, so it looks kind of dull, but when you take that off it just pops. And I figured we'd do that with the M Sport trim and wrap this puppy up, and then do the steering wheel wrap, and the steering wheel will be nice and mint, and it'll be a subtle black on black look. And we got it over here at 1320 Performance, only $8, so it's not like a bad deal. It's not I guess it might be cheaper on eBay or something, but I just like getting it here because I didn't know what brand it was, but now we know. TR1 Technology. So that's the first thing. The props of going to California and buying parts. And then possibly I found some LCI tail lights I'm gonna go look at today. It's asking $220. They're the Depot aftermarket ones, but $200. It's still a really good price, and I still save money, so it might be worth getting now instead of trying to look for an even better deal. But we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the trigger. We're driving to Stockton on those Depot LCI tail lights. Figured $220. You can't beat that price. I can't beat that price right now. I can't find any other sets. Every other set's like 300 plus and OEM and stuff, but these just plug and play, ready to go. I was looking at the reviews. They're actually really good, and I've seen the quality of them on Nora's friends, or my friend Devon's car. They're pretty good. They look good. And once we do that, we'll be rocking the Depot tail lights. We'll have a trunk spoiler, and then we'll wrap that newer bumper we got, and that rear end will be good for a little bit, you know, to look clean. And it's I'm not in the biggest rush to get the M Sport rear bumper, but if I see one or I found one for a good deal, I'll go and pick that one up. Let me just get down there and pick these headlights up and or tail lights, and I'll show you guys what they look like. Package secured, but as you can see here, I hit a tire on the freeway. So now we have this nasty rash there. Luckily, I think it'll just all come out if I wipe it off. That sucks. All right, ladies and gents, here they are. I picked them up. The Depot LCI tail lights. I'm pretty stoked. They look pretty good. The condition they're in, they look brand new still. So they came off an Alpine White M3. He had an M3, but I guess he was parting it out. And he actually had it from new. He said he got it with 0 miles, and it has 140 now with no rod bearings, which is weird. I thought he would have dne it by now, or they would have blown. But here's a better look at our tail lights. This one nice and clean. You know, it has that stress cracking from these older generation lights. They like to stress crack, and you can kind of see it in the sunlight. And then we have this one, where it's just disgusting, where I put glue in it on accident. And like I said, I switched the LED out, which you're not supposed to. I mean, it's not really like, they don't make it easy. So if you do it, you're gonna put the nasty looking headlight, tail light like that, but it's whatever, because that thing got me all the way to California, and it works. So I figured I couldn't complain too much, but I do hate how that one looks disgusting. And all around, I think facelift will make it look a lot better, and we'll slowly start turning this thing into a beast. There's just a little bracket to hold it, but here's the difference here. Pre-LCI Depot, and this one reflects more on camera, but in all honesty, this one is almost brighter, but it's just a cleaner look. There we go. See how that looks brighter when it reflects this way, and that one. But that thing looks sick. Both tails in for the inside, looking good, looking fresh. All right, so you know it's just your typical 3 8mm bolts in there, and then your harness, and then your headlight. Your tail light should pop out. This is mine. It's all. This thing is disgusting, and it's time to go. I might still put it up for sale for like $5 in case anybody needs one that functions perfectly fine. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just like that, we are done. Here's the final result. All right, there they are. LCI Depot tail lights with the amber turn signals, which I actually didn't know they did that. And I guess I'm a fan. I wasn't a fan at first. I thought, why would they do that? But it doesn't look too bad. And yeah, I think they look pretty good. LCI just looks so good from the angle, especially this angle. Just that dark red with your lights. It looks insane. And it's looking pretty good, honestly. All right, so I figured I will wrap this today. This is carbon fiber steering wheel wrap trim job thing I do. I just missed out a lot of words. But basically you just disconnect your battery. Then you put something in these two holes back here. Loosen the battery, of course, get your battery loose. Then you take it off the connector on the back. You have two, you pull this pin up, this plate up, both of them, and then they slide out. And same thing, you put them in, then you push the plate in to put it back on. And then that just makes it easier to access all of this. Then you have 3 T15 bolts on the back, one behind this thing, back here, and there you get the bolts from the back. So you run the screwdriver through the back holes here, one here, and then one down there. Then this thing should just be able to come right off. Take it out of there, unplug it, and that's that. This is out, and it could be painted, it could be wrapped, you could do anything to it. I personally want a carbon one soon, but for now I'll wrap it. It comes out good. Here's that final product, and here it is in the sun. So like I said, it looks pretty good for what it is. If you don't remove some of the old stuff, you can get like a line there where you clearly have some of that stuff that peels off. But besides that, this is good enough for now. I'll redo it later when I wrap my steering wheel. I'll probably sand it down, make it smooth, get rid of all the air bubbles, and rewrap it. But for now, this looks good. And today is the day we're doing the turbos on this 335i. Here's the wastegate on, we got it cut off. We're doing with new wastegates, new turbos, and we're gonna be rocking this thing with brand new turbos and all its maintenance. I'm gonna head over to North Shop and hopefully get these things, I don't know if completed today. That might be more than I can handle. Hopefully enough to at least say they're done. Got the tools now, so we'll meet him at his house, drive over to a shop, and see what he thinks of this beast. And we'll see how easy these turbos are. Smoke for days, but I don't know if you can hear me. So we got wastegate right off city, and we got smoke for days because of those seals. So I'm actually really happy we're gonna get this done. We should be boosting pretty hard after this, but mainly I really want to do a lot more maintenance, like maybe the mounts and front main, or what was the other thing I wanted to do? Maybe another oil change for sure, just to try to, because this 180 mark, even though like, I guess while it's running rough, it scares me. While it's running fine, I don't worry about it. I think, hey, it feels like a good engine. It'll make another, 20,000 miles at least. But the closer we get to 200,000, the more nervous I get, because I don't even know if it'll make it there, but it's worth trying. I'll at least give him a little bit more time, because that way I don't just part this thing out instead of putting a new engine in it. But we'll see. Anyways, I'm gonna head to North Shop or head to his house, and then he's gonna drive with me to the shop, and then we'll get started on these turbos. All right, so car's a mess, but we got all the gaskets here for the turbo lines and the seals, or all the turbo lines, the oil drain, and then the coolant lines too. So those will be nice sealed up. And that was one of my main concerns. One of the hoses over there is pretty bad, so we got replacement hoses for that too. So we'll be rocking new wastegates, new gaskets, new turbos, and an oil change. So this car should be all maintenance up. All right, just like that, we pulled up to the Hamadi rod knock shop. He's got some competition for me. 335i, it's about to have new turbos. E92 328, 135, which will be a challenge, and this 535, which that's a boat. So we got this, boys. But here we are. We're gonna say what's up to him. He's gonna meet us. I don't know what car he's driving, and we're gonna drive to the shop and get started in these turbos, which I'm not looking forward to, but it needs to be done so this beast could be drivable, and so we can start ripping the streets and make it home, because we need to go back to Texas soon, because I don't like the way these BMWs looking at me. Now we're gonna head to Costco, get some gas, and then head over to it's a pain in the butt. Head over to the shop or Harbor Freight. I need to get an engine support bar because nobody has them here I can borrow. And then me and Nora are gonna split it 50-50. And then after that, yeah, that'll be it. I'll hopefully get these turbos started. How much one of those things cost, bud?
I think it was like $12.
Oh shit, that's a good deal. We're not even gonna try to race him because look at immediate 30 FF code, which kind of sucks, but as soon as we're done with these turf skis, we'll be blasting away. All right, so we picked up a support bar. We got it in the back. We got Nora over there with his slowmobile, but now we're gonna head to the shop, get John, grab something to eat, and then I have everything I need to do these turbos, thankfully, so we'll see how that goes. I swear to God. I took my shift knob up and I hit my mirror and I cracked it right there. See all the cracks? Actually.
No way your hand went up that high.
I swear, bro.
Yeah, dude, actually.
Boom! Hacked it, bro. I was so pissed.
I believe it.
Alright, so here's both turbos. This is front, this is rear. Brand new. Already balanced, ready to go. I'm just going to pop these out of this car and then take the turbos out, switch everything over since I'm just doing the cores. So I have a couple new hoses, the ones that go bad, and then I have the new cores, and then put those new cores in, do the wastegates, and this thing should be fully ready to go. You guys know, you cut off the old arm. I gotta press this bearing out and then press a new bearing in, and then it'll be good to go. Put the new wastegate arm, stick this on top, and then you have it welded on. So pretty simple. I'm probably gonna do this one first just to have it ready to go, and then I'm gonna build the engine mount hoist, the engine support bar. I'm gonna build that, set it up top, and then start tearing this apart piece by piece, I guess, until I can get the subframe out and then have those turbos exposed. I got the engine support bar on, and I got the front wheels loose, so now we should be able to go up a little bit. Seems kind of lopsided, but it is what it is. Their lift, not mine. And now the fun start begins, because I got to remove the wheels, the control arms, make sure the engine hoist is on, coolant hose, coolant pipe from the front, motor mounts, and the subframe should come right off. And then I can pressure wash the subframe and so forth, and get down to these turbos and get this thing running like a beast. All right, so I didn't record much, but as you can see, we're turboless, and calling it a night. I got this thing all taken apart. I got all the both turbos out. I'm gonna go home and rebuild them, clean it up some more, and then that way, tomorrow when I come back, I gotta get the wastegates welded and everything's closed, so I can't even do that today, but I'll come back tomorrow with good wastegates, get that welded up, put the new turbo CHRAs in, have it all put back together, and just be able to just put these in, put both turbos in, put the new gaskets on the lines, and I should be able to just start putting this back together, which is honestly, as soon as you put the turbos back in, it becomes really easy, and you can knock this out, because the hardest part is all these lines. So all these lines are stiff, and you have to try to get them in, but besides that, that's it.